Blackbeard, 5 minutes or less, and I literally spent all night trying to figure out how I'm even gonna make this, because I'm trying to figure out what tips there even are for Blackbeard. So, a few things about the shields first of all. The very first thing, you hit the button, you'll put it on, look at the bottom right of my screen. When you take your shield off, it will select the next shield, and then you put it on, you take that one off, it'll select the next one. So, if you want to swap to your other shield, which is still, you know, full health after you get shot, that is how you do it. Second thing, when you have the shield up, there are two things that happen that make Blackbeard feel fucking bad. The first, he becomes a lot slower. Like, I'll go ahead and take it off and start running. Now I'll put it on. He becomes a lot slower when he has it up, so, have fun being clunky. Second thing about, having the shield up, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. Notice how you run out of bullets, you start reloading automatically, right? You put the shield on, and the same thing happens. He will not automatically reload. So if you're in a gunfight with Blackbeard, and you run out of bullets, you gotta manually reload, and that is not an ideal situation to be in. The main area you're gonna find success asterisk with Blackbeard is holding angles, like holding, you know, barricades here. Like, let me just... This right here, if they see you in this little hole and they go for the shot, they're just gonna hit your shield. And meanwhile, you can just kind of, you know, get the shot on them, replace your broken shield, and then you're fine. Like, holding angles like this is where you're gonna thrive. Actually going in is gonna be a bit harder, because they can and will just shoot your exposed legs. Like, you can't crouch and protect yourself like you can with a shield operator. It's kind of just your head that's protected. So, unless you're ultra confident in your duels, you know, maybe just kind of hold these angles where really only your head's exposed and you can, you know, crouch to hide. Blackbeard's almost like Glass in a way, I guess, where going in is not really your strong suit, but just sitting up here holding an angle. Like, if your team if your team goes for a quick plant here, you are one of the best people to protect that diffuser because you have your shield. The shield feels like a fucking piece of paper. It has, I think, 45 or 50 health. There are some bullets that do that much damage in a single shot. So, don't rely on that shield to save your fucking life. Rely on it to save you from a single bullet. And that's it. You gotta still be able to win your duels. Cause Blackbeard, I'm trying to even think of how to phrase this. If the enemy is the kind of person who stops shooting when they think you should be dead, Blackbeard will look strong. If the enemy doesn't stop shooting until you go down, Blackbeard is very weak. Like, there's a big difference between someone who has the math memorized and someone who's just gonna until you're dead. Like, Blackbeard does not have insane survivability. Blackbeard just has a marginal little bit more survivability. And if you play him, you will absolutely feel that little bit extra survivability. He's not insane in any right. I fucking hate playing Blackbeard. The only time I've ever liked playing Blackbeard, the only time he's felt usable and good, is there was a bug a few months ago. I want to say it was Vector Glare, where Blackbeard, with his shield up, was immune to flashes in front of him. And that was the most balanced, the most fun Blackbeard has ever been to me. And they took it away because it was a bug. Yeah, I don't want to call Blackbeard straight up bad, because there are times he's good. His niche is just way more situational and hard to justify than someone else whose niche with more utility. Like, even with the secondaries, he's got flashes, which are okay to go in, but does Blackbeard really want to go in? He's got claymores, which are good for, again, going in and having behind you covered. He doesn't really thrive going in. And impact PMPs, which, if you're going to go impact EMPs, go someone with more utility. And, yeah. Blackbeard, 5 minutes or less. UB, please give Blackbeard the flash immunity back. It made him actually fun to play and usable. Peace.